Hello everyone, I'm DM Pat. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Grand Quest. Here's our wonderful players.
Hey everyone, I'm Mithril, and I play Kain, our resident broody half-vampire ranger.
Hello, my name is Yone, and I will be playing Zoe, the Fathomless Warlock, an obscure, tentacly character hoping to embed himself into the party.
Hello, I'm Kelly. I play Syphina, a Sucker of Stars druid and grave cleric, who has been tasked by Tenelith to balance the scales of life and death.
Hey everyone, I'm Isaac, also known as Rapid Pup, and I voice Sif, the man trapped in a wolf's body for a crime he committed.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt. I play Tryevor, the grumpy Oath of Vengeance paladin who is just trying not to die while he figures out the truth about what happened to his family.
Hi, I'm Wayne. I play Gorez, a fighting rogue who decided to step out of his brother's shadow, start his own gang somewhere else.
Hi everybody, my name's Bridger, and I am playing Oscar, a wild druid with memory loss.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Grand Quest. Last session we did some RP and kind of got the party to do what they wanted to kind of do. Sif spoke to Trick, and Zoe got to do some interesting things and reveal some cool parts of his character. While Hulkman's character, I can't remember your character's name for some reason. Hulk? Alfric was utterly traumatized by witnessing all of what went down with Zoe. While Tryevor and Syphina went to the tavern, making it a point to sit away from Trick and Sif, where they finally got a moment to sit down and talk to each other and enjoy a drink and a meal, when Tryevor told Syphina that he is falling for her, has fallen for her, and that's where we're gonna pick up. So, Tryevor, Syphina, you're sitting in the tavern. There's quite a bit going on around you, and you have food in front of you and drink. You may pick up where you left off.
1 second. Matthew, are you there? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Camera's frozen.
Weird. All right.
All right.
Yeah, so he just finished that sentence and
You are becoming fond of me romantically, or fond of the fact that I keep you alive?
he kind of chuckles uncomfortably and he's like, I mean, the fact that you keep me alive is not unwelcome, but it's not that. It's the, and he's like, he's turning red at this point. He's like rubbing the back of his neck. He's obviously very, very nervous and uncomfortable, and he's like, it's the other thing.
I see. Well, I'm flattered. I'll be completely honest. I haven't really been thinking about anybody in that way, right now. I mean, you're the person I feel the most comfortable with. Of course, you always have my back, which I really appreciate. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm surprised. I have a lot I have to work through and sort out, so I'm not really sure what to say.
That's all right. You don't necessarily need to say anything, to be honest. I didn't expect any kind of response. I didn't expect any kind of an answer. I know that you've been through a lot of shit the last few days, but with everything that we're about to do, I didn't want to leave anything left unsaid, and I didn't want to hold on to any more secrets. So, for what it's worth, now you know.
I appreciate you not holding back any more secrets, and I would like to continue this conversation, but I need to talk to Kain. because the last conversation I had with him before the attack, he and I will talk about getting married. And I know that my feelings for him have changed, and I don't know where he stands. I don't know, but I need to talk to him and just clear the air once and for all before I can even think about it right now.
That's fair. That's reasonable. And he's gonna kind of pause for a second. You mentioned that you've mentioned that attack a couple of times. What what happened?
There's a lot I don't remember. There was a lot of pain. Syphina just glances around, knowing that they were surrounded by people. Like, well, I remember going to do my duties that day, as a cleric in the city, and I was going to meet with Kain that evening, in a diner area. So I went about the day like normal, and that evening when I was off duty, I was going to go meet with Kain, and a soldier encountered me in a panic and was saying that there had been a train accident and I was the first cleric he encountered. Can I please come help? So I went, and he led me through these winding streets, back streets, alleyways, and I started realizing something wasn't okay, something wasn't right. And then, but I wasn't sure what. I thought for sure somebody needed my help. I was so stupid. And he led me to a building, and there must have been some kind of anti-magic something, because I couldn't use my magic. And I don't remember exactly what happened, except for the fact that he attacked me and I tried to defend myself. And he said that he was trying to get to Kain. I don't remember much more than that, because I was in a lot of pain. I remember Kain showing up vaguely, but I don't remember anything really after that. There was a lot of pain. So maybe Kain will be able to give me some answers as to what actually happened. I takes a deep breath again, so looks around. I mean, it was one of Kain's kind, if that makes sense. Again, she glances around, trying to make sure nobody's really eavesdropping. So that's all I remember.
He's gonna reach over, put a hand on hers, and say, "You weren't stupid for trying to help somebody that you felt needed help."
I should have read him better. I should have sensed danger. After all the training that Aster and Kain put me through, I should have sensed something.
But your first instinct was that someone needed help and you wanted to help. That's not stupid. I absolutely understand where you're coming from. I don't understand what it is you've been through, obviously, but do whatever it is you need to do. Talk to whoever it is you need to talk to, and when all that's said and done, if you want to continue this conversation, we can, but if not, I'm always going to have you back.
She squeezes his hand. Thank you. And I do want to continue this conversation.
He's gonna kind of have this little stupid grin on his face, and he's gonna like take a drink of his food. Like his hands are visibly shaking at this point from like all of like the panic and anxiety of trying to have this conversation. But he's just kind of drawn a blank on what else to say. So he's just kind of eating food and enjoying her company before all of the proverbial shit hits the fan.
Speaking of shit hitting the fan, the doors kind of open into from the tavern's entrance, and a cold wind blows in, sending chills down everyone's spine. However, where you expect danger simply stands Zoe, as he looks around the tavern, spot Sif and Trick, and makes his way over there. Zoe, you approach Sif and Trick as Trick looks over. Oh, hey, isn't this one of your friends? Hello again.
Hello.
Before
Nice
he
to
gets
see
to
you.
me, did Sif notice him coming?
Yes, everyone notices him.
Oh, yeah, the whole little thing. Sif is going to cast message real quick. And, the fuck are you doing here? He whispers.
I'm not here for you,
Oh, that's good to hear.
he'll say just to him.
Oh,
Some
thank
last
God.
minute urgency.
Okay. Hey, hello. You're one of his party members, right?
His allies, you could say, yes. He'll say just to her. I'm afraid there was just a last minute change, and there's just some urgency in this, but I was wondering if you happen to have a bag of holding on hand.
Pats around, checks in her pouch. No, but I can run over to the store real quick. Do you mind paying now, and I can run to the store and come back?
If I had the money, I would, but I did reconsider the deal earlier, as he reaches into himself and pull out the amulet of health. If you don't mind, perhaps a trade.
Oh yes, I can do trade. Yeah. She holds her hand out for the amulet. Same deal, right?
Yes, I'd say so, as he holds out his hand and floats the amulet of health over to her hand.
She grabs it, looks to Sif. Keep my drink cold. I'll be right back. She climbs down the stool and scurries through the crowd.
A woman that knows business and pleasure.
I apologize for interrupting your affairs, he'll say just to Sif.
It's not like that. She's just a friend.
Right. Sure. As he sits down a couple seats away from them, waiting for her to return.
It doesn't take too long, but she does arrive back with the bag of holding, and it's abnormally busy over on that side of town. I didn't think that there'd be so many people leaving the mines tonight. Here you go. Here's the bag of holding and the rest of our deal.
Thank you.
What was that about the mines? I mean,
There's all the miners are going home like all at once, which is not normal. Normally, the miners are there day in and day out until their shifts, and which is they each spend about 2 weeks in the mines and they change shifts. But all of them are going home now, right? Like right now.
you must be clearing it out for what's going to be happening later.
Wouldn't that mean that your enemy knows?
That's exactly what it means. I think he's 2 steps ahead of us and likes to just toy with his food.
Well, I mean, being a cat, I know sometimes toying with your food means your food gets away.
Maybe. Hopefully we do get away, actually.
Well, if you need help anytime, she pulls out a small trinket on a necklace, like a little shell, like a horn-shaped shell, and hands it to Sif. Just shatter it, and I'll know, and I'll come running.
Honestly, this might come in handy. I mean, I have no way to pay you back, and other than thank
It's
you.
all right.
Yeah,
We're
that
friends
is.
now. We're friends now.
Oh, Trick. You don't have to be this nice.
That's what I keep being told. But, alright, well, I should probably get back to my shop. It's getting late. She climbs up the stool real quick, drinks the rest of her drink, and scurries back down. It was good, spending some time with you, Sif, and, good seeing you again. What's your name again?
Zoe, and I appreciate the last minute assistance.
Yep. My pleasure. Well, I do hope your quests go well, and you being the food gets away.
Same, and hopefully. Honestly, I'm not good at goodbye, so hopefully
That's
I'll see you later.
Yep, I'll see you later. As we now switch over to Kain. He is currently up on top of a rather large, multi-complex building, almost like a halfway house. He's staring down at a rather large crowd moving through the slums. Those that are returning from the mines look malnourished, broken, distraught. Those that were already on the streets, sickly and near death. Kain, you hear a voice, broken and whispered, but still there. These are not proper meals.
Well, no, of course not.
We need something that will fill you. Should we find that young lad?
I feel like I'm gonna regret this.
You
But
should never regret your power, Kain. You should embrace it. Control comes with embracing.
let's go find the kid.
Very well. You feel a bit of joy in that sentence. As we skip forward a little bit to now Kain returning to Elvisar's home, there's a light on in an upstairs room as we see Alcrad. Oh, wait, what was your character's name again? Did I say it right?
Alfric.
Oh,
Alcrad. That's a good name, though. I'm going to use that for a character in the future. Anyways, Alfric, moving through, seeming to be doing something like pacing and tinkering until eventually the light goes off. Kain waits for a small amount of time, as then I'm going to leave it up to Kain to describe how this goes down. And I'm going to ask Alfric to make perception rolls throughout this.
well, shit, that's the wrong character sheet. First, I am going to burn my use of invisibility from Shadow Touched. And then I'm going to walk up the wall to the window. Is the window open?
It does. It's one of those outward sway windows.
Uh-huh.
So it doesn't seem to be locked.
Okay. I am going to try to open this window very, very quietly.
Alfred, can I get a perception check from you? This one is not at disadvantage.
Do
So
I need to
go-
roll stealth?
Yes.
These are just straight rolls for me.
Okay.
So what did you roll, Alfred? You rolled a 14.
14.
Okay.
I rolled a 15.
So, Alfric, as you lay in bed, the room is warm. Your companion sleeps at the foot of your bed, or stays in Sentry's Rest at the foot of your bed. when suddenly the windows, like a gust of wind, pulls them open as boom, it shatters. Well, not shatters, the shutters hit and sway. You kind of somewhat open your eyes and startle awake, but you see nothing. Go ahead.
He will see this, and you will hear a very high-pitched squeal.
Okay.
And I would like to look around for any kind of eldritch horror or anything that's coming to get me.
That is what disturbs you even more. It is an outsway window, but so that means that there had to have been a draft inside to push it open. But there is nothing. You see nothing. You hear nothing. Just the outside wind as the trees are blown side to side by the wind.
What kind of pet my defender and say, "Oh my god, what have I gotten myself into? We're in some shit, Maggie."
Alfric, you begin to hear gentle humming, a woman's humming, kind of echo through the room, coming from all over. That seems to be humming a lullaby. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, he's really bad at these. 7. Night, night.
As the lullaby gets louder and louder, it turns to actual singing. You hear a beautiful, soft, gentle, warm voice. And it begins to make your mind go blank. You're still kind of subconsciously petting your steel defender as your eyes grow heavy. Your mind hears footsteps coming closer and closer, but your mind and body can't react as your eyes slowly close. You feel fangs pierce your neck, and you fall asleep.
Chope.
Kain, how much do you take? It is the first time you've actually bitten into a person. An actual person for a very long time.
Oh yeah.
It's warm. It's delicious. It's packed with all sorts of nutrients that your body craves.
Fuck.
You will roll me a wisdom save if you're going to try to prohibit yourself. Yeah, if you're going to try to stop yourself, go ahead and give me a wisdom save.
It's a 12.
It's enough to stop before he's fully drained, but he will have a point of exhaustion when he awakes. And in fact, I need a Constitution save from you, Alfric.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Very well. I'll ask for another one in a little bit.
Okay.
Most likely while you're in the mines. But
Okay.
that is all that you needed, Kain. That was a delightful experience for you. Though you do feel bad about attacking the new party member, but it was either that or possibly, later attack your party members for real. So it's a give and take, and you feel like you controlled yourself rather well. You're quite proud of yourself. A bit of
He's still alive.
pride. Yeah, he's still alive. He's a little pale, but he's alive.
That's not what happened the last time. So
But you slip out through the window as if nothing ever happened, and wait for your party to return. As not long after, a few hours later, all your
I'm gonna
party
make
members-
sure I'm cleaned up before they get back.
Sounds good. A few hours go by and your party members arrive back to the Ilvasar's home. Alfric, you awaken. I need you to roll me a wisdom save, please.
Okay. That's a 12.
Oh, fuck.
While you slept, you had a horrifying nightmare. You stood in snow. Standing around you are bloodless bodies walking slowly towards you as a shadow visage of a creature stands lurking not far off. These bodies reach to grab you as you try to flee. Your body refuses to move, and they grab you and begin to drag you to the shadowy monster. As it gets closer and closer, the eyes glow redder and redder, the teeth sharpen, the claws extend, and right before you are devoured by the shadow, you wake up.
Holy. I think. Oh.
You feel incredibly tired.
What just happened? Oh. What time is it now?
You went to bed around 10 p.m. and you just woke up around 4 a.m. So you took a quick power nap before the mission.
For reference for also our viewers and Hulk, we are using the new exhaustion rules, right? Where
Yes.
it's only a -1.
It's only a -1 to all things.
Okay.
So, but yes, it has been only about you took a quick power nap, so it's been from 10 to 11, 11, 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, so 6 hours.
6 hours? Okay. I think at this point, the fact that this is his absolute first time being out in a real life scenario, he's gonna stretch a little bit and say, nope, I'm going back to sleep. Fuck this. And lay immediately back down and
There's
go back
a
to sleep.
loud bang on the door. Your party is ready to leave. Time to get up.
Oh, do I have to?
You know that laziness was not going to be good for you. This is an image, a chance for you to serve the country that you wish to become its sole artificer, says the voice of your teacher.
I hate it when you're right. Okay.
I am your teacher. That is a consistent thing, no matter how intelligent you are, boy.
Yeah, well, you don't have to flaunt it. And he throws open the door, like half shirt on, pulling it over.
He kind of like looks at you. Are you okay? You're incredibly pale.
I've seen some shit, man. It's been a day.
Here, take this, as he hands you an elixir. This should get you going a little bit.
I drink it.
It tastes disgusting. Your body rejects it. I need a wisdom saving throw. No, sorry, not a wisdom, a con saving throw.
Okay. I'm decent at those. Okay, 22.
22. A bit of it like spits up along with some black liquid, but overall you are able to stomach it as the color kind of returns to your skin, except for around a small patch where it looks like a rather large something pierced you twice. That still remains gray.
Oops.
I don't see this, right?
No.
Okay. Oh. I think we got spiders. I think there's spiders in here somewhere. I got nipped in the middle of the night, I think.
You head down to your party, and they are all indeed standing outside. They also see now. The rest of the party is rather knowledgeable about what they're looking for here, because when they see you really pale, they in one area they kind of know who to point to. You guys could RP for a second. I gotta take a phone call.
Trevor's not necessarily going to say anything, but he's just going to turn around and he's just going to lock eyes with Kain.
Kain just kind of shrugs.
Syphina's
Trevor's
going
going to look
to...
at Alric for a second, and he's going to look back at Kain. He's going to look back at Alric, and he's just going to kind of like shrug like a... And he looks back at you. It's kind of an unspoken, I'm not saying you're right or wrong, I'm saying I understand.
Syphina's going to quietly approach Kain and very quietly say, didn't have to do the new guy. But, okay, I understand. I would like to talk to you later sometime about something else. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to go back to Alfric, and I'm just like, do you, you look rather pale. Would you like me to try to heal you?
Kind of like a chicken with its head cut
that
off.
you approach him, he flinches. And, yeah, I think, yeah, I got bit by something in the middle of the night, I think. Oh.
Well, I mean, I can try to heal you. It's what I
Oh,
do.
that would be great.
That's when, Syphina, you see the clear vampiric bite mark, but the area around the bite has its veins are starting to turn black.
What I know what that exactly means?
No, not necessarily, but it isn't anything good.
Yeah. I am going to try to heal him because I said I would do that and see what happens.
It does make him feel better as you do place some healing magic into him. But the black veins seem to grow.
Kain is also watching him very curiously.
As is Zoe, can Zoe make a check to see if he knows what that growing black stuff is?
Sure. I think your character would know some things, especially the fact that you've traveled around a little bit.
And he has something similar
at
also.
all?
No.
Yeah, you just watch him from afar. Okay.
Yeah. He's going to be looking around the party to see, because he has some familiarity with black veins and growing things, and so he's trying to see who he thinks is a suspect.
Can I guess what I mean? Would Syphina be able to guess what's going on? Just
you could give me an intelligence roll or a wisdom roll, wisdom check or intelligence check. But so Zoe, you can give me a history or medicine.
13.
You might have an inkling, but the fact is you don't have enough evidence to stand on it.
Not 20.
Oh, you do. You definitely
exactly
do.
what I think.
You kind of spot it from afar, and you watch as it grows and the way it grows, and the pale in skin, and you catch a bit of flicker of goldish red starting to manifest in the left end corner of the iris. As you've seen this happen before on your travels through Salakia and through Khan, when a vampire turns a mortal into a dhampir. This is its curse beginning to take hold.
Do I know who the vampire of the group is?
You would, with that natural 20, you would have. They say he's a dhampir, but he shows too many signs of a vampire.
He will speak just to Kain then and say, "So you're more than you appear to be too."
I take it you're still doing the whole not
No.
allowing. Oh,
This time he is.
Kain will respond back in Zoe's head. I have absolutely no clue what's going on. That's never happened before.
Don't be modest. You surely have some kind of idea of what's going on. Even I do.
No, I mean, I know what's going on, but I don't think I should be able to do that.
But you did.
Apparently. Kind of proud of that.
Do I see other people just staring at me?
That's a very specifically talented gift you have.
We have all been just fucking quiet this whole time.
Just staring at
You're staring at this fucking kid.
How long do you think he'll last?
Might give it another couple of days. If that.
I wish I could see it.
Like, are we gonna go, or are we just gonna stay here?
Problem, though.
It could.
Let's go, kid. Come on.
An out-of-control dhampir is not a good thing.
Perhaps a sacrificial pawn, then.
We kind of need him.
Do we?
That's why I left him alive.
I get it for this mission, but he doesn't make it out, and quite a tragedy, I guess.
I feel like his teacher would have something to say about that. And a few spells to sling as well.
Unfortunately, I think you're right. Quite a conundrum we're in, huh?
I'll figure something out.
So we have a mission. Syphina's like, it's very quiet.
So
are we going?
Bradley walks out. Is everybody still going to their respected areas?
I mean, I guess so.
Where's
Gorez?
Gorez is here.
Oh,
I'm over here. Why? What's going on?
No. You must have been out searching for your trader still. Good to see you're okay. I had a bit of thinking. If those larger magic resistant and anti-magic golems exist, I kind of looking at your party realized that the mines are filled with magic casters.
You know what? Say no less.
Party.
I don't want to go in those fucking mines.
Thanks, Sif.
Theric, you might be best to go with them in case the magic users lose their ability to cast magic. I did bring you a gift, though, for I know that you have issues with the Black family and wanted to take it straight to them, but I think it would just overall be better. So he hands you a pouch, a rather large pouch with long cylindrical stick-like objects inside of it. As you open it up, it is 3 sticks of dynamite.
Ooh.
That should help.
Hey, Pat, I have a quick question above table. In the 6 hours between the time I turned Hulk into a snack and now, could I have applied that oil to Lamia?
Yeah. It was a really intimate moment, weirdly enough, between you and the bow.
It warmed on the touch.
I would also, I mixed my own blood into that.
All I gotta say is kinky. Anyways,
Fucking hate you.
Yes, Bradley kind of like smiles and nods to Gorez. Go give him hell, my dear friend, and the rest of you as well.
Oh, no worries.
Real quick, above table, compound's one way, since it's going that way. Mine's the other way. Trick store is in between one of those two ways?
No, technically, the mines, you got to walk through. Here, let me bring up
Yeah.
the map real quick. Sorry, let me bring up that map. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay, so if we scroll here, the mines are right here.
Mhm.
The Black Manor is right here. This is the
Oh, okay. I thought compound was
So
down.
technically, you guys can go this way and break off here. No, you
Where's
can break off here. And Trick store is over here.
Okay, so I could, on our way there, call up Trick and ask for help.
You could if you wanted to, but I'd save it for if you really actually need help.
Oh, I might actually do that then, yeah.
Because if you bring her too early, she might die early.
Yeah.
Please don't. Don't
No.
traumatize me again.
My idea was bringing Trick to the mine,
Oh,
but
yes.
yeah.
You could hand the necklace off to somebody.
Yeah, for that reason, yes. I'm gonna look to Tryevor. Just in case they sling too many spells at you, honestly, I would probably do it outside the mine. Trick gave me this, the Felis we met earlier. She said she would help me. I mean, us. I'll say one.
All right. I'm just gonna kind of look at it. Anything special I need to say? Like,
I think you just blow it, honestly. If she did tell me, fucking, I don't remember. It's a little seashell conch thing. I guess you blow it.
Zoe would remember.
Don't do it now.
To crush it, but
to crush it. Oh,
that's
that's gonna be so funny. No, I keep that.
Okay.
It's entertaining.
Okay. Just starts blowing on it, nothing happens, gets angry, throws it on the ground, and then next second there's a Felis showing up. Okay, but yeah, you guys can you guys can go through the East District. There's a lot more alleyways and buildings. You might be able to hide yourself a little bit better, but the fastest, clearest route would be going this way. So it's up to you guys on what you want to do.
I vote we cut through the district instead of like going out in the open.
Second that.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Very well. So the party begins to head off. As you move through the East District, it is eerily quiet. Windows with their shutters are sealed. Doors are locked. Carts are moved off of the streets. This area seems to have been told to prepare for something. And as you guys move through, nothing seems to really happen except a rather large group suddenly surrounds you from the shadows, all of which are miners. These seem to be the second rotation miners, not the ones that left, but the ones that were going to head. They wield their pickaxes and they wield lanterns as one rather large Goliath figure with onyx black skin walks out of the mining horde. So you're the ones that we were told that were entering the mines tonight.
Who told you that?
Possibly.
That's an awfully bold assumption.
We were told to clear off the ways and make it easier. Make it less places to hide. He puts down a rather large pickaxe, probably twice the size of a normal one, gripping the end of it tightly.
Does it look like we're hiding? We're trying to hide?
He takes a step closer. All I have to say to you is Let's make sure the mines don't collapse.
I'm gonna look at Tryevor. You heard
Trevor's
the
just
man.
gonna kind of nod, and he's gonna be like, I think we can try to make that work.
We framed it as a strike. There might be a few more guards, but the rest should be searching out for the other miners that left. We've taken a good deal of them away. Some of us might not make it, but we're willing to sacrifice that.
I'm gonna extend my hand to him and offer it to shake, and I'm gonna say, we'll try to make it worth it.
He shakes your hand. Good. Because if you don't, we're all doomed. Oh, and
Yeah,
beware
a
of
lot of that going around.
beware of the mines guard dogs. They're not too nice to the metals.
Trevor's just gonna kind of like the whole I'm sorry, what meme? And he's gonna be like, right, of course. Because this can't be simple.
Nothing ever is. We will cause a bit of a riot over here in the East District so that hopefully more of the city guard under his thumb is moved here. Please stick to the shadows for a little while.
Don't have to tell me twice.
As a lot of the miners pull out unlit torches as they stick them into the lanterns, they ignite, and then they start to walk past you yelling, "We will not work, we will not work, pay us more, we will not work." As you begin to move on further into where now you stand at the separation to the mines and further into the slums where you will be going for the compound. Anything you guys have to say to each other is probably best to be said now.
Tone daggers.
Just steal my thunder.
Syphina's gonna step forward and she's gonna like lift her hand. She's like, and the blessing of tenderness be upon you. May she guide you in the way that you should go. May those who wish you harm find their own misfortune. May your eyes be sharp and your aim steady. May you return to us safe and sound, having accomplished your goal, as it would aid in balancing the scales of life and death. Now go, and with tenderness blessing. Takes a deep breath. She looks at Kain. Specifically, it's just like, be careful. She looks at everybody else as well. Telling nodding to them. And he looks at Tryevor. It's like, I guess we should go.
Trevor looks at Kain specifically, and he goes,
Why?
"I'm safe." And he like extends his hand to Kain, and he goes, "I'll see you on the other side."
Kain will actually take Tryvor's hand and shake it, and then glance over at Syphina and say, "Keep her safe."
Absolutely. And then
Safe,
he's
no
gonna.
fireballs.
That's already
Stealth
in my
mission.
no promises.
Trevor's gonna turn and he's gonna look at Alfric and he's like, "All right, let's see what you're capable of." And he's gonna start leading his team to the mines.
I would say that Alfric also would kind of take in all of that, kind of seeing what all is going on. Can I try to discern, like, can I feel the tension between the three?
Give me an insight roll.
I have expertise in that. Doesn't matter, it's a 5.
Oh, I love that.
No,
You guys fucking hate
right
me.
now
I know.
right now your blood is itchy for some reason.
He'll just scratch the back of his neck. Damn spiders.
I need you to make a con save for me, please.
He's a pretty big spider.
I
watch
do
out for
have
this
Aura
spider.
of Protection up, so he does have a +2 on that save.
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter. That's a 10. As you as you're like itching the back of your neck, there's a moment where your eyes flash like this goldish red, and you almost like can't hear anybody or anything but Kain's words as you're affixed to him. For just a sheer moment, he seems like a god.
Did you see him just stop walking? Gulp. What the fuck?
Right as this moment ends, Kain is replaced with that shadowy monster. For just a moment, a flicker.
At that point, he just turns around and runs over to Tryevor and Syphina. Nope. Nope.
Are you okay?
Absolutely not. Let's go.
His eye color is different now.
Do I notice that?
Yes, it looks like Kain's, but less vibrant.
Pat, would I know the difference? Would I know how, like, dampirism works? Like, is it a disease process or is it like a curse?
Give me a history check.
Okay. I'm actually good at those. Come on. I mean, a 16?
Old right away. Then
That
you
cut out really bad. We did
I know,
not
one
get the
second.
top.
Okay, 1 second. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. It's a curse that, if not cured right away, basically becomes uncurable because it kills but keeps their target alive, and it kills them as it slowly kills them as it turns them into dhampirs, replacing the parts that died with dhampir.
Okay. At this stage, would I know if, like, my lay on hands would be able to cure
Your
it?
lay on hands would only work the moment after the bite.
Damn.
You would need a remove curse spell to affect it at this point.
And I don't think I have that.
I do, but I don't have it prepared.
Get wrecked, Hulk.
Kane's making his own vampire cult already.
Blah,
You
blah,
do it
blah.
on purpose.
Hey, all I gotta say is a dhampir artificer that can live for a really long time. As long as that's gonna be
You're
awesome.
making nukes.
I
Yes, you are.
Fucking problem later.
All I can say is that Tryevor and Syphina, especially Tryevor most likely, seems to not be able to get away from somebody who's either a vampire or a dhampir that might attack us in our own combat.
Yeah, he can't get away from it.
It's
Especially
kind of with the territory too.
especially with a new one who's currently turning in. They're a little bit more volatile.
This would be so interesting.
All right.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, so if
But
I see
also
his
I'm not.
eyes,
No,
if I
that's
see his
great.
eyes, if I see his eyes shifted, I'm going to like look over at Kain. I'm like,
There's just like a sly half smile on Zoe's face in the background.
And Kain
Really hope
kind
I
of
don't miss
catches
the
your
rest.
gaze, looks at Alfric, smirks a little bit, and then just turns and starts walking towards the black compound.
I think at
Syphina's like,
that point, he might put two and two together. Just maybe.
I mean, if
But
you
then
want to, yeah, go ahead.
He's cool.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love your character so much.
I just. Huh. Oh shit! And he'll realize he's being left behind again and run to catch up.
Yeah.
Okay. So the party that heads to the mine exits the rest as you the other party, the compound party A, which is Sif, Kain, Zoe, and Oscar. Which Oscar is out today. His character will be being played by Hulk. So,
Hello.
you begin your journey further through the slums, as it is a dreadful sight. It is clear that the Black family here feeds on their misery. In fact, you could find some that are hovering around the entrance, which you watch as guards are handing out vials of something blackish silver. This is your first problem, getting through the gate to the compound. There are guards positioned every 120 feet, lights positioned with each one. There is only a small pocket of maybe 10 feet of darkness in between. The frontal gate area is heavily guarded by 12 well-armed, well-armored guards. The walls stand 20 feet tall and are made of thick stone and wood.
Okay, hold on. Let me check my
Well, you do that.
bag.
DM,
Okay.
Mage Armor,
Yes.
default.
Mage armor default. Okay.
And Kain, as we walk there, Sif is going to turn to you and mock you. Whatever you do, just keep her safe.
Fuck off.
You know what? If we survive this, I actually have a question.
The bow heats up on your back in jealousy.
Fuck.
Lamia, stop.
Reluctantly cools.
Sif hears that and you see his eyes get big and just he walks ahead a couple steps.
You got an arrow coming for you, boy.
You said there's a 10-foot patch of darkness between each of the lights?
Yes. That as long as the guards don't move. Which they don't seem to move often.
What's the plan? He'll say to
By often, how
Sorry.
often?
Maybe every 30, 40 minutes. But yeah, Zoe, what did you want to say?
What's the plan for getting in? Any ideas?
I can cast Pass Without a Trace on us and then walk up the wall and throw a rope down.
I can levitate up there.
I could just
Yeah.
climb straight up.
Yeah, Seth can just dig his nails into the wood parts of it.
You can say I'm kind of cat-like
Oscar.
or something. Yeah.
You
don't know why.
could turn into anything, pretty much. And
Yeah,
like,
Oscar can get in there, no problem.
Very
Okay.
well.
We could just walk through the. I mean, so does the shadows go up the wall? Could we just walk up these shadows?
Yeah, so basically it's, you got to think like circular lighting. It's bright light and then dim light, and then there's like a point of overlapping like darkness in between each grouping of light.
Does that go all the way up the wall, or is it?
It goes up all the way up the wall. But on the other side, you're not sure if there's darkness. There's a lot more lights inside, so you can assume that there's not a patch of darkness on the inside.
Does anyone have find familiar?
Oscar can do
Yeah, I believe Oscar.
Wild Companion.
yeah.
I mean,
well,
Oscar, if you want to turn into a bird or something like that,
doesn't
it
have the
was-
flying capability yet.
Yeah, we're not high enough level for that.
you can turn into a
Wait, I thought
spider.
they got the flying capability at level 8.
Is that the flying or is that the swimming?
I thought 6 was the swimming.
Hulk?
Let's see. He doesn't have anything as far as flying goes in here.
No, hold on. It's actually under the wild shape ability if you can turn into something that has flying.
8th level.
Okay, so then is he? Yeah, he's full druid, right?
Yeah, he's full druid.
Okay, so then yeah, you would have flying. So yeah, you could turn into a bird.
If I cast message on him, would he be able to talk back through it?
Yeah.
Or okay, so if you want to give us some oversight or turn into a spider or something, you could do that. Just message me back.
Yeah, he'll do that. So he'll wild shape into. Let's see. I don't want to do a giant eagle because that's kind of given away.
Could do a bat.
Or like a raven. Yeah, a bat would work.
Yeah. I'll do. Yeah.
Of course, the vampire says the bat.
I'll do a little bat. He'll kind of morph into that and start fluttering away to go check
Kain
it out.
kind of, it's so horrifying when he does that.
Yeah, it like Hulk. I'm gonna give you the reins. The way Oscar changes is horrific, bone crunching body horror kind of way. I want you to explain how Oscar, a rather slender but yet tall humanoid, turns into a bat.
I would say that you would see his form kind of become gelatinous. And as like his face kind of shifts down, his body starts to fold in on itself, moving like you can almost hear bones crunching as he shifts down into this small bat, and his hands just kind of like shoot out with wings, like the skin. I don't remember what it's called, like the membrane for the wings.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just like this. He turns into goop, and then like human goop, and then turns into this bat.
Oh, nice.
I almost want to make Tryevor roll a con save just like from the sheer, like he just, at this point, he
Like,
just
feels the
knows
shape change.
Yeah, he just feels the shape change happen.
Like in the distance, it's just there's a shiver, like a
Yeah.
You okay? Yeah. Yep, I'm pretty sure. Yep, I'm fine. But
Zoe's eyes are glowing and he has a very obvious open smile on his face.
he enjoyed
That was the coolest thing ever. I want to do that.
So Oscar flies up and looks around the area, kind of hovering into the shadow of night above the canopy of light that seems to be emanating from the inside. There doesn't seem to be too many guards here. There are some stalls that are closed, and the lights seem to be mostly from the garden lights. You can see kind of moving through the garden of the property seem to be servants coming from what looks to be a servant's home, and there is a bit of guards around, but these seem to be even more armored up and heavily, like they move almost like construct like as they are maneuvering around the property. But other than that, there doesn't seem to be too many people on this side, if any.
Okay.
At least not in the house.
Do I see a good access point or like a pathway that I could get or show everyone that would be like more stealthy than just going in the front door? Like
so there, you could try to hop the fence and make your way through the gardens to the servants' entrance that goes directly into the house itself. But you do run the risk of being caught by servants there.
I'm gonna message him while he is up there 120 feet, because that's just my limit. What do you see and what do you think so far?
He would relay that to you, basically everything that he saw. And he says, well, we can try to get through the gardens, but it would be dangerous. One of the servants might catch us, or we could try to create a distraction to get them to pull out so that we can go in.
Except for relay that whisper. I mean,
Set the gardens on fire.
I don't know what's up with me and Fireball, but damn, brings out a different side of me I didn't know I had.
I don't know. Lummy is feeling fiery today.
It's the dream of igniting that witch's hut.
See, so at that point, I would kind of fly back down to get a general consensus of the group and kind of lay out what I saw. And Oscar will say, I can summon something that would hold their attention. Would be
Well,
a little...
The thing is, too, they already expect us at the mines. What's not to say that they don't expect us here?
That is true.
I don't want to just barge in and walk, straight through the door, but...
Not to make our presence known. Pass without a trace, we could possibly make it there without them even ever knowing.
Well, dude, hold up real quick, because if this is a trap, then they would want us in the trap. I feel like playing in their cards or playing in their hand might actually work to our advantage. I mean, they don't know that we have... Well, they do know our whole team so far. But, I mean, a whole fire would place, like Kain said, everybody on the other side of the compound.
I could disguise myself as a guard. I do actually have the disguise self spell.
I could also, but only for a little bit.
You could disguise yourself.
Into the servants' entrance.
You could disguise yourself and hide in whatever we have to go to. And you are our plan B, or essentially, if we get caught, you're the guard. There's gonna be more guards, not all gonna take out a fire.
You really want to set something on fire now. I shouldn't have mentioned it.
I mean, drown the area, but I don't think that's really gonna matter. But fuck.
I
You
also
are right.
have fog cloud above table.
Above table, I can summon Fae, summon woodland creature, conjure woodland being, summon beast. Oscar could keep the bat form and stick with whoever decides to go in as like a seeing eye.
Yeah. Let's see.
I always do have Dimension Door.
Honestly,
Disguise self
I love that
lasts for an hour.
we have a scout, we have our spy, and then me and you just move our way in.
Dimension door inside the building
Yeah.
through a window.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oscar, you did see a window facing the gardens that faces the wall, which seems to have led to a study that you didn't see anybody in.
Okay, I'll relay that as well to them.
It would be a
Wait,
good place.
are you still in bat form? How are you relaying that?
There's a weird creature.
I have the message spell. We've just been whispering back and forth.
Okay.
He squeaks. And
Okay.
The rest of you just hear squeak, 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 squeak.
Well, I was about to straight up cast Speak with Animals.
So, what's the plan? Are you dimensioning door from the top of the wall?
I think so.
So I would say you three go in, and maybe I just because I was planning on making a loud boom. That's what I was built for. Today in my spell book,
Are you going to stay out here?
I mean, I could just
you
keep.
take someone with you, Zoe?
Yeah, you can take it. Yeah, you can take.
Of course, I know
Few
that you can
people.
do that.
A few people. You can take up to 8, I think.
Not with Dimension Door. That's teleport. It's one person for
Oh, one
Dimension
person.
Door.
Of course, I didn't know. Of course, you can't do that, Kain. Duh.
Kain could definitely probably get in. along with Oscar.
One willing creature
Yeah, and that's why
of your size or smaller.
Oh,
Who's carrying gear up to its
Yep.
carrying whatever.
we can go. You teleport in. You guys go in the sneaky way.
Okay. I
Okay,
need
so
all
no
of you
fireball.
to
Wait, do we
roll
want a
me-
fireball? I really want to do a fireball.
Del,
So you are
Mission.
staying here, Sif.
what?
Are you?
No,
He's
no,
not staying.
You're taking him.
You're taking
Oh, all right.
So I need you all to roll me a stealth check, but don't say it until we come back next week.
Hey adventurers, thanks for tuning in. Remember to smash that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to give some love to your bards.